The twin flame journey is often filled with twists and turns that are both challenging and transformative. One of the most complex aspects of this journey is when the twin flame runner finally awakens. This period marks a significant turning point, not just for the runner, but also for the chaser who has been enduring the emotional roller coaster of separation. At the heart of this awakening is the concept of a soul contract, a divine agreement made before incarnation that governs the course of the twin flame relationship. The awakening process is not linear, often leading the runner through a profound spiritual experience known as the dark night of the soul, which serves as a necessary catalyst for healing and growth. Understanding these phases and what they signify is crucial for anyone navigating the twin flame journey. In this narration, we will explore what happens when the twin flame runner awakens, the role of the soul contract, and how the dark night of the soul plays a vital role in the overall reunion process. We'll also discuss how the chaser can handle this phase, guiding their own healing while holding space for their twin's awakening. Before we dive into the twin flame runner's awakening, it's essential to understand the concept of a soul contract and how it plays into the dynamics of the twin flame connection. A soul contract is an agreement made on a spiritual level before incarnation. It outlines the lessons, challenges, and growth each soul agrees to experience with the other. In the context of twin flames, this contract serves as a roadmap guiding the relationship's progress toward spiritual awakening and eventual reunion. The twin flame journey is not just a romantic endeavor, it's deeply spiritual. It's a mission of self-realization, healing, and ascension for both individuals. The soul contract outlines key moments in this journey, including separation, running, and awakening phases, all of which are designed to bring both souls into alignment with their higher selves. The runner, in particular, plays a crucial role in this dynamic. By running, they trigger the chaser's growth, prompting the chaser to work on their own healing and self-love. This is all part of the soul contract. The initial separation and challenges are necessary for both individuals to reach their highest potential. When the runner begins to awaken, it's because their soul has reached a point where it can no longer ignore the pull toward healing and self-awareness. This awakening is written into the soul contract, often marked by a sudden shift in the runner's perception of the connection. They may begin to see past their fears and resistance, recognizing the profound bond they share with their twin flame. But this is just the beginning. Awakening doesn't mean immediate reunion. It's the start of a deeper process of healing and growth for the runner. When we speak about the twin flame runner awakening, it's important to recognize that this awakening is not a single moment of realization, but rather a gradual process. The runner often awakens in stages, starting with subtle shifts in their consciousness that build over time. These shifts are usually sparked by a deep inner dissatisfaction, a feeling of emptiness, or a growing sense that something important is missing in their life. At the core of the runner's awakening is the recognition of the spiritual nature of their connection to the twin flame. Up until this point, the runner may have been operating from a place of fear, resistance, and ego-driven responses, trying to escape the intensity of the bond. But as they awaken, their soul begins to break down these barriers, allowing them to see the deeper purpose of the connection. This often manifests as a newfound curiosity about spirituality, self-exploration, and a desire for inner healing. As the runner begins to wake up, they may feel an overwhelming urge to reconnect with their twin flame. However, this does not always happen right away. Often, the runner needs time to process their feelings and experiences before they are ready to make a move toward reconciliation. This phase can be frustrating for the chaser, who has likely been waiting for this moment. But it's essential to understand that the runner needs to go through their own process of healing and integration before they can fully embrace the connection. In this phase, the runner may experience a range of emotions, from confusion to fear to excitement. They may reach out sporadically, testing the waters of connection without fully committing. This is because they are still in the process of understanding their own awakening and what it means for them. It's important for the chaser to remain patient during this time, trusting that the awakening is unfolding according to divine timing. A significant aspect of the twin flame runner's awakening is the experience of the dark night of the soul. This is a period of deep spiritual crisis where the individual feels as though their old identity is being stripped away, leaving them feeling lost, disoriented, and emotionally raw. The dark night of the soul is not just about suffering, it's a necessary part of the spiritual awakening process, especially for the twin flame runner. During the dark night of the soul, the runner is forced to confront their deepest fears, traumas, and unresolved emotional wounds. This period can be incredibly painful, as the runner may feel isolated, disconnected from their higher self, and uncertain about their purpose. However, this suffering serves a higher purpose. It is through this darkness that the runner is able to shed the layers of ego, fear, and resistance that have been keeping them from fully embracing their twin flame connection. For many twin flame runners, the dark night of the soul is triggered by the separation from their twin. This separation acts as a mirror, forcing them to confront the parts of themselves they have been avoiding. The intense emotions that arise during this period are not meant to push them further away from their twin flame, but rather to guide them toward healing and spiritual growth. It's essential for the chaser to understand that the runner's dark night of the soul is not something they can fix or heal for them. This is a deeply personal journey that the runner must navigate on their own. The best thing the chaser can do during this time is to focus on their own healing and growth, trusting that their twin flame will emerge from the darkness stronger and more aligned with their higher self. While the runner is going through their awakening and dark night of the soul, the chaser has their own work to do. Often, the chaser has been so focused on the runner's journey that they neglect their own healing and self-care. This phase of the journey is an invitation for the chaser to turn inward, to heal the wounds that have been triggered by the separation, and to cultivate a deeper sense of self-love. The twin flame connection is, at its core, a reflection of the relationship you have with yourself. If the chaser is not fully loving and accepting themselves, this will be mirrored back to them in the dynamics of the twin flame relationship. This is why self-love is such an important part of the twin flame journey. The more you can love and accept yourself, the more you create the energetic space for your twin flame to do the same. During this phase, it's important for the chaser to focus on their own spiritual growth and healing. This might involve diving into inner child work, shadow work, or exploring spiritual practices that help you connect with your higher self. By focusing on your own healing, you not only strengthen your own energy, but also help to create the conditions for your twin flame to awaken fully. It's also important to release any attachment to the outcome of the journey. The twin flame connection is a soul contract, and everything is unfolding according to divine timing. Trust that the process is leading you both toward healing and reunion, even if it doesn't happen in the timeline you had hoped for. One of the most challenging aspects of the twin flame journey is learning how to hold space for your twin flame as they go through their awakening. Holding space means creating an environment of unconditional love, patience, and understanding without trying to control or influence their process. It's about trusting that your twin flame is going through exactly what they need to in order to awaken and heal. For the chaser, this can be incredibly difficult, especially if you've been waiting for your twin flame to awaken for a long time. You may feel frustrated, hurt, or even abandoned at times. But it's important to remember that your twin flame's awakening is happening on a soul level, and it cannot be rushed or forced. During this time, it's essential to maintain healthy boundaries. Holding space does not mean allowing your twin flame to mistreat you or engage in unhealthy dynamics. It's about staying grounded in your own energy, continuing to focus on your own growth while also sending love and support to your twin from a distance. Holding space also involves letting go of the need to fix or save your twin flame. Their awakening is their own journey, and they must go through the process of healing and self-discovery on their own. Trust that your twin flame is being guided by their higher self and that their awakening is unfolding exactly as it should. Once the twin flame runner has gone through their awakening, the energy between both twins begins to shift. This is when reunion becomes a possibility, but it doesn't always happen immediately. The runner may still need time to integrate their awakening and heal any remaining wounds before they are ready to fully commit to the connection. Reunion is not about going back to the way things were before the separation. Both individuals have gone through significant growth and transformation, and the reunion will reflect this new level of consciousness. It's important for both the runner and the chaser to approach the reunion with an open heart and mind, allowing space for the connection to evolve in its own time. This phase requires patience, trust, and continued self-love. The reunion is not the end of the journey, but rather a new beginning. Both individuals will continue to grow and evolve together, deepening their spiritual connection as they navigate the challenges and joys of their union. The twin flame journey is one of the most profound spiritual experiences a person can go through. It's a journey of self-discovery, healing, and unconditional love. While the path may be challenging, it is also deeply rewarding, offering the opportunity for both individuals to awaken to their true selves and experience a love that transcends the physical realm. When the twin flame runner awakens, it marks a significant turning point in the journey. This awakening is not just about reuniting with the twin flame, but about both individuals stepping into their highest potential and fulfilling their soul contract. The dark night of the soul, while painful, serves as a necessary catalyst for this transformation, helping both the runner and the chaser to heal and grow. As you move forward on your twin flame journey, remember to trust the process. Everything is unfolding according to divine timing, and both you and your twin flame are exactly where you need to be. Embrace the lessons, focus on your own healing, and trust that the reunion will happen when the time is right. In the meantime, continue to hold space for your twin flame, cultivate self-love, and stay connected to your higher self. The journey may be challenging, but the love you share with your twin flame is eternal, and it will guide you both toward reunion and spiritual awakening.